YouTube, welcome back to another video. Day 10, finally, 18th of Jan, currently 9:18 AM. Once again, if you watched my last video, you'll probably know today, once again, it's just practice and keep on practicing, making campaigns for different brands. I don't know which brand I'm going to choose today, and I feel as if I have an idea of one, but I don't know if I should do that one because Ditch was literally from last video. That brand was literally just like so random. I just saw it one time. I was like, yeah, I need to do it for this one. I don't know if I should do like clothing brands that already have a good following. I'm saying I don't know if I should do those ones or if I should do like the clothing brands with like 10, 8, 12, 13k followers. I'll see. I'll figure out. You might will see it in then that next clip which one I chose to do. But yeah, that's it for today. Finna make myself some coffee, then meditate, put in journal, come back here and then crack on work. And that's basically that. So without further ado, I'ma see you man in the next clip. Peace. Alright, so we back. I think the last time I felt the camera was like in the morning. I don't even remember myself, but it's been about, long story short, I've been here for the past 6 hours working. And the thing about me is when I work, I don't even check my phone. Like, I just put it on my bed, but it's 10:33 right now. I start at like 4 or 5. Yeah, I haven't left this stuff, so I haven't left my room for the past 6 hours. But y'all niggas didn't come here for me to hear that shit. But long story short, when I said I was gonna create a campaign, I didn't, and the reason for that is because I realized that, let me take this off. I realized that I wasn't gonna rush it because I did find a clothing brand, but actually, you know what? I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so long story short, this is what I was doing. Originally, I was gonna create a campaign for a clothing brand, and I did figure out one. I was gonna do this one, and I still am. This clothing brand is called Negative Calm Clothing Brand 20k, and I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow unless I find a new clothing brand. But I was in the process of making a campaign. I realized to myself that it just like I felt like I was rushing it in a way. Because I said yesterday I was gonna make a new one, and it didn't feel right because like I was basically just gonna do what I did yesterday and apply it for today's one, and that just meant I didn't learn nothing in my opinion, because all I did yesterday was basically just create code conversions and scaling ones with just ad sets and interests like in there and whatsoever. But yeah, and I was like, that's okay, but like I want to do something different. So then I was researching, and then it led me to this guy's page here, Mr. B Special. He's a clothing brand owner. He owns B Special, a clothing brand, and you can search them up. And I just watched this 2-hour video right here. This one here. No, not that one. This one, the marketing course one. I watched that. I took notes, and literally everything here is the notes I took from my man. So basically, I just did that, and it's how long pages? 17 pages, but it's just like professional photo shoot content. I just had to like in a way alter my brain, because I was thinking in the mind of a freelance brand scaler, and I feel like if you're starting with this shit, you should also think in the mind of a brand owner, because a lot of people that did start this freelance brand scaling stuff, like shout out to you got Brez, you got Caitlin, I think Harley Hemmings as well. They all three had a clothing brand themselves, and it's the fact that they started with a clothing brand and then went into freelance brand scaling. Not saying you have to have a clothing brand to start with this, but I'm saying it's the fact that they already had knowledge about the clothing brand space, and that's why they're so that's why they're so successful now, is because they already had that pre-consistent knowledge about how to run a clothing brand and just all the steps in that. And a lot of people should try and just like learn more about running a clothing brand, just so they can. You people say it doesn't all make sense, but to me it makes more sense. I just don't know how to explain it in a way that makes it make sense of why you should do it. But I just watched his video and I just took notes. And this section, the entire thing was just about creatives, the 4 different styles. You have professional, lifestyle, UGC, and product based. I think I ordered them wrong, but first things first, you got professional photo shoot content. Just stuff like this. I don't want to explain it, but you man can just stop and pause and read it. You know what I'm saying? You man can read this part. This is the lifestyle part. You man can read this part as well. Read this part. This is the product base flat lays there. Yeah, flat. My bad. Flat lays. You man can read this, watch this, read this, and read this as well. And this is just reels I took that I found interesting. I might add more. I think I'm gonna create a whole page for just like interesting reels that just like catch people's attention in the first like 3 to 5 seconds, because that's the point as well. But all in all, this whole document I just created it just so I could I don't know how to explain it. I just made it just so I have something to look back on, because in a way that you're also running a clothing brand. I know, like, I mean, you're running ads for the clothing brand, I know this, but also you need to be able to know if the type of things they're posting on their IG, the things they're posting on their TikTok, the things they're posting on their stories, their highlights, their reels, stuff like this. You need to know if it's like up to par. And that video really like made me understood this stuff. And if you read through my notes, you understand that if they don't have the basic foundation, I keep talking about foundation, but if they don't have this type of foundation, then like it's gonna be so much harder. And as I know, you're only running the ads for them, but you also need to make sure that you can basically just explain stuff like this, that they'll understand it. Like photo shoots like this image in general, like that, it means so much, but it's just so little as well. Like these just like little things like this, like it just makes a brand just elevate so much higher. And as a marketing or a freelance brand scaler, you should take things like this and make ads around them, stuff like this. And if the clothing brand can't create stuff like this, can't put money and effort into going to photo shoots, creating this type of content, then it's like just gonna make your job so much harder, I can't lie. And that's stuff I've realized. And also it can give you, like, you guys are marketing for the clothing brand, so in a way you have the right to tell the clothing brand, okay, cool, I want you to make this type of content, I want you to create these type of ads, I want you to do these type of photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? And because you're doing that, it just makes creating the ads like so much easier for yourself. And that's why I was spending most of my days, a couple hours, just creating this document for myself to look back on, and potentially even refine it so I can send it to clients, or maybe, I don't know. But this is just for myself, and that's what I spend most of my hours doing. And then it's the fact that after I made this, I was gonna create the campaigns for the neglect for this clothing brand here, but it was just the fact that it was getting late, and I was like, I didn't want to rush it. I didn't want to rush creating the campaigns, because it's the fact that, like, I wanted to give my full divided attention, even though it's just practice, but I still wanted to treat it as if I was doing the real thing, and it was getting late, and I was like, this is gonna take me X amount of hours to complete, because I take my time to researching these brands, researching products similar to what they're selling, and seeing how they're marketing, and how what this brand is missing from these businesses or these clothing brands that are marketing the same way as them, and what they can do, stuff like this. Like, I'm always researching. It takes me like an hour just to research. Like, what I do is legit, I just go through the IG, from their posts to the reels, to the comments, to the tag pictures, to the highlights, to the stories, to the TikToks, to the repos, to the every social media account, top to bottom. I promise you, I just scroll through it, analyze, scroll through it, analyze, and it just makes me understand the clothing brand and their whole brand identity so much easier. Same with the website, you just go through every single thing and just critique little things that they can change about the website. And the only reason with my last case study, and you can call it that, it was with I forgot their name. It was with Ditch. It was with Ditch, and with them, it was the fact that their product, their website, and everything about them was all like perfect, and I didn't really have to do too much. I didn't really have to critique anything about them. But with something like this, like, you might obviously, their website can do so much better as well. It's not the same as the other ones, and just their overall content, they could just make it better, and that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, and I don't want to waste it on today's one. And I was just realizing that today, that just how I can make their brand better, and that's that. And that's why I didn't create any campaigns for them, because it was like I wanted to spend more time researching it. I wanted to spend more time actually creating ads created for them, and just like knowing like what I'm gonna do and how I can, and the type of ads I can show to people for legit that specific brand, and the type of content. Like, I will even like create like a whole section just of what they can improve on and what can they do better, what they can add, the stuff like this, like Spotify apps maybe, I don't know. But that was that. And then after that, I realized that I wasn't gonna create campaigns. So what I did, a new strategy that I'm gonna be implementing now is Mason Ashby. I've talked about him in my first couple of videos, but he's the go in this. Like, his case studies, like, I promise you, there's so much you can learn from it, but people won't realize it. But all of his case studies, I think from these three, you can literally, and I did it for the first one, and literally all you do is legit have a tab open, it's 2 separate tabs, and you just make notes. You take a screenshot, you make notes, and that's what I did. On this brand here, we made him 21k. He was doing it for the brand Prophesied, and all I did, I legit just literally watched the video, and legit all the things he was talking about, what he did to run the code conversion campaigns, how he ran the interest campaign, how he ran retarget campaign, how he ran traffic campaign, stuff like this. I just took note of, because in a way that you can, but you shouldn't, but you also can, but can also help you if you legit copy this and legit apply it to any single brand. Not saying it will work. Obviously, you have to have the brand and have researched the brand and know that, and create ads for them. But I'm saying that this will help you so much tremendously, just in a way practicing as well, just getting used to it, just like knowing how Mason, a person who's well known for making ads, create ads for clothing brand, and it just like it makes sense to me. I don't know, and I think in his other vlogs he talked about it as well. He doesn't go in depth anymore about his case studies, but there are things here and there he says that you can just take out of it. And I'll legit watch all his videos again just so I can take notes on the things specifically about ads. And that's legit all I've done today, literally. And also, like, it was just that, and like, I didn't want to, like I keep saying, I didn't want to rush it, and I wanted to perfect it as much as possible. And I felt like if I was to make a campaign for them today, it was only because I said I was going to do it yesterday, last video, and it's the fact that I didn't want to rush it just because I had to make a video about it. Like, I'll legit put on hold, make a video about why I didn't make it, but also I didn't do this, but instead of that I did this, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that. And in truth be told, like, it won't, like, it's not, you can't make something perfect every 24 hours. You could, like, it's highly impossible to do that. And like I'm yapping right now, I can't lie, but it's just the fact that I want to take my time with it, and that's legit, as simple as that. And that's that, and that's why I didn't. But tomorrow I'll do it. If nothing else, like if I don't realize something else about my own mistakes, or just like the way I'm doing stuff, I'll make the campaigns for them, or probably another brand. I don't know, it depends on if I see like another one I can scale, like in like which like makes sense in my head, because the way I'm thinking, like it just, yeah, it's different. I don't know how to explain it, but like when I see certain clothing brands, I feel like I can just like off it, just tell, can I do this, can I do this, what can I add, what can I change about your website, what can I change about your IG, what can I change about your reels, your content, stuff like this. And I don't know, that's just me personally, but that's it, that's all for today. Yeah, I have nothing more to say, can't lie. I appreciate y'all for watching. All step of shit, I'm taking this shit to the moon. Once again, if you're a clothing brand, I mean, if you're a freelance brand skin, or whatever business you're doing, patience is key. Don't neglect the basics, and just keep on perfecting your craft, and the work will pay off eventually. And that's legit what I can say for today. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching once again, and I'm see y'all in the next video. Peace.